What's going on YouTube? Sponser here, and we have a new sponsor for the channel, Warriorland, and they have provided us with some products today to review, and they're pretty exciting. I think looks like pretty good quality from what I've seen, and we're gonna open it up and check out the products and see how they work on my gun. So let's get it open. Alright, so a pretty big box. We got two products in here. It's pretty heavy already, which is cool. Get that out of there. And our nicely packaged product. So Warriorland was kind enough to offer us a new sponsorship, and we were able to pick out what we wanted, so we're going to get those open. This is going to be the first thing that we're going to take a look at. I believe this is a flashlight because this is Light the Way to Victory. Here's a close look at the box. Has a little texture to it. Nice gold paint on it. It's very nice. Looks like it's going to be of high quality. So let's just shake that and open it up. And here we are. This is a flashlight, the MA2 pistol flashlight. Loving their packaging so far. Looks amazing. Let's just pull that out. Very nice. So this is an all metal flashlight, 800 lumens. It has a little screen on there for the battery. And just remove that. And there's your pressure switches, and it's got a light in it, or it's got batteries in it, I mean. So let's see, push on. It's halfway charged, I believe, 500 lumens. So that's on and off on each of them. So you just press in, and that's how you activate the light. I don't see a way to do momentary on and on like the Surefire, and it's supposed to be 800 lumens. I'm not sure there's a way to adjust that. Maybe if I like hold it down or something, but we'll take a look at the rest of the packaging and see what more we can learn about this cool little light. Alright, here's the box. Just gonna get that out. And the paperwork. Very nice packaging. Even this little bag is really kind of good. A few things in there. Booklet. User manual. So yes, it is available in 800 lumens, so maybe we can adjust that. It's waterproof with IPX4, whatever that means. And then some other things about how it works. It looks like it has 60 hours with, I believe, 500 lumens, and 75 minutes with 800. So momentary on, press and hold any switch on either side. You'll get a momentary on white LED light. Release to turn off. Alright, so let's try that out. Hold it. Okay, so that is more of a tactical approach, which is why I like my Surefire. So this will be a replacement for my Surefire since my Surefire has stopped working. So momentary on, very easy to just press on that. With the aluminum body and then the laser engravings on it, looking pretty good. I really like the fact that it has a screen on there that's pretty nifty, and then you could just click on and that will keep it on. So I'm not sure what will happen if I do both at the same time. I went to 5, so let's try it again. 5 again. Oh, I'm gonna have to look at the manual again to find out how to change it to 800 lumens. So I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong, but every time I activate it, it tells me that it's at 500 lumens and not 800. But it is cool. It does say Warriorland on the little thing there once it's going. So it's pretty bright. And then the Moonlight version is you hold both, and then it just has a very, very faint light, which is very dim. And then if you double click it, it goes into strobe mode. So yeah, it's a very compact, small, lightweight flashlight. Feels pretty good in construction, and you don't change the batteries. You actually charge it from the side magnetically, which is pretty nifty and very smart. Definitely better than my Surefire in a lot of ways. So the other stuff in the packaging, some of it did come out, like little things like this for different pistols. We'll try it out on a couple pistols in just a second here. but we get the rest of the stuff out of the packaging. We have the charging cable for the magnetic part, which I'm very pleased that it does that. Alright, so I have a couple of different pistols. I do have 2 Glocks, but the rails on them are slightly different. And as you can tell with my custom Shadow 2 over there, I have the rail adapter and the old Surefire, which no longer works despite having brand new batteries. So I will compare it shortly with the Surefire. I just like the look of the Surefire, but this new unit does have a lot of things that it does better than a Surefire. So mostly that would be with the size. This is much more compact and small. And this one is more programmable with more features, including like the strobe and changing the lumens and the little screen, while the Surefire doesn't have any of those things. Now this is a replica Surefire. I'm sure the real steel would be better. So it has stopped working despite the new batteries, and it's a much bigger profile. So we're going to test this out, the MA2, on all these pistols. Alright, so my favorite handgun at the moment, my CZ Shadow 2 from ASG. I did add this on there, so there'll be a video on the complete build at some point. So let's see if it will fit on the rail adapter. Now, one thing the Surefire does do slightly better is that you could just like spring load, pull that down and put it on a pistol. This one you will need to actually undo the screw to get it on, so let's do that real quick. Alright, so we have it affixed. It is a little awkward in shape for this build in particular that I have here, but as you can see, it went on just fine to the rail adapter. And I can double click. There we go. Strobe mode. So it looks pretty good on there. It's a very solid fit. It does not wiggle around like the Surefire did because it is screwed on. So that is pretty nice. And you can see the little screen comes on, and then it tells you 500 lumens, Warriorland. And then I think after a couple seconds, that all goes to black. So next up is the Glock 34 Combat Master. Nice fit so far. So the screw does not have to come out, and this is slightly spring loaded, so it will just go on as such without having to remove the actual pieces. And it looks like whatever is on there right now is kind of a universal fit, even though it does come with some adapters. But if it fits on these 2 pistols, you should be good with a lot of other pistols. So very compact design. Fits on the Glock 34. Here it is on the Glock 19X. This is probably a better flashlight for these subcompact or just compact pistols. They line up perfectly with the barrel, so they're definitely a better fit than something like the Surefire. So it makes sense for these smaller handguns. Alright, so here is my TM 1911, and I think it went on just fine. Let's see. Yep, so it will be a little more forward. Let's see if I can get it more back slightly. Nope, it would have to be here because of the style of this rail. But as you can see, it looks pretty good on a 1911, and it's going to be one of the more compact lights, so nice. So this flashlight does seem to fit with the current adapter plate, which says Universal 1. And that is just, held on by 2 Phillips head screws, and then you can replace them with something if your light doesn't happen to fit on your pistol. So here's a quick look at the charger. Just remove that. It is magnetic, and then we just, goes on like that. So it won't go the opposite direction. It's the polarity's off with the magnet, so it's got to be like that, and that makes it a lot easier to charge. Okay, it's time for the next product. I actually don't know what this is going to be because I picked out the flashlight and then they decided on this next part, which is a holster. Thank God, I was hoping for a holster. Alright, let's check. Oh, wait a minute, what do we have here? We actually have 3 things. So this is the little laser. It's a very small, nifty little laser. They did make this with a laser attached, but they were out of stock on that, so I think that's the MA1, which is pretty cool. Just has a laser on the bottom, and it looked like it was going to be a green. Okay, so the laser does require you to take it apart, and then you just have 2 halves of it in order to equip it to a pistol. So this looks kind of like a Glock, so let's try that out. Hopefully it fits. Yep, it's a perfect fit for a Glock. All right. So we're gonna put the other half on. Perfect. All right, so we have it affixed to my Glock 19X. It's kind of a funky shape, and it goes around the trigger guard, and you'd have to take it apart in order to put it on there, but it is on the pistol, and this will allow me to now have a green laser. So let me just put the battery in there. All right, so we have the battery in the bottom, and you could just press on either side to turn on the laser, and there is a little green light here to indicate that it's on both sides. Pretty cool look. Looks like the light goes away after just a second. So it looks kind of futuristic. I wish it stayed on the whole time, that'd be kind of neato. But maybe that would give away your position, so it's cool that it shuts off. So green laser, very cool. Probably for real still purposes, because you can't use lasers in Airsoft, which is too bad. So either side will activate the laser. Pretty cool. So here is our holster, which can only be holstered with this attached. So let's try it out. And it works. So the gun is in there. Does feel like it's a little bit on the loose side. There's not a lot of tension like holding this in, but it is adjustable, so maybe that could be fixed. And yeah, it fits the Glock 19X perfectly. Looks like it has room for a suppressor. And let's see what happens if I turn this on and holster it. The laser's still shining out. So pretty neat. Alright, so that was my review over the green laser for the Glock and the flashlight that is rechargeable, has strobe and a different mode, 800 lumens or 500 lumens. Seems to be a good fit on both the guns, and the packaging seems to be pretty good. I think they're just getting started. I will have links to their website below and to their Amazon page, so you can buy these products and many more. Hopefully we will work again in the future and we can review more of their exciting products. Thank you for watching. In this next part, we will have a demo in the dark of the flashlight and of the green laser. Hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more.